Hi guys, I am Eileen Kukowsky here with Real Property Multi-Services. I own a high-end remodeling construction company, and I have met Miranda through
Clients.
Yes, a mutual client, and came here to execute on deals, and they've been super phenomenal from start to finish, and we've collaborated ever since.
So I'm Miranda Knerr. I'm the branch manager for the River Oaks office at Patten Title. I service the greater Houston area and beyond, and my team specializes in pretty much everything. So I reconnected with Eileen a little over a year ago from high school years, and I have brought her in to introduce her. I love working with her and her role. So I brought you in today and showed you for one of our client spotlights with Patten Title because I am in admiration of everything that you've gone through with losing everything and then rebuilding, and how far you've come in the time that I've known you. And I love watching all of your new projects and the beautiful homes that you build. So I wanted to share that with Patten and all of our customers.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love being here, and thank you. I'm honored to be chosen as one of your spotlight interviews.
So if I remember our conversations, you started with your dad, who used to have a business just like yours, and you decided to branch out on your own. Tell us the story of your first house.
So I started at the age of 17. I was only a teenager, and I was still in high school, and they presented me a deal. I was working in the medical field doing medical coding and billing, and I got presented by some MDs that wanted to offload a deal. So I started my first construction deal at the age of 17, purchased it for about $12,000, invested about $15,000 in renovations, turned around and sold it, and it sold for a little over $90,000, earning a significant profit. And at that time, I just knew, you know what, this is where I'm meant to be. I was destined to do this, and never stopped since.
How proud was your dad?
At the moment, not so much. He was like, are you sure you want to do this industry? Is this where you want to be? I had to speak real fast about my first deal because I knew that I was going to step away from college for a little bit. So nevertheless, at this moment, he's super proud.
Through all these number of years that we won't do the math on, tell me what some of your biggest milestones were.
So my biggest milestones, that's a little challenging because I have a few, but I want to say one of my biggest milestones was entering into the $1 million flips and just executing on that, and being able to take the vision along with the details that went behind the $1 million flip. And when I put it on the market and there was a bidding war over so many people that were potential candidates, and we sold it in under 4 days and earning 6 figures. And I thought, well, this is a huge milestone. But I have another biggest milestone for me. I want to say just being able to collaborate with others and bringing the business industry to others and allowing them to grow with me was another big milestone for me.
How does it feel to share these milestones with your kids?
You know what? It's a true blessing to bring them along with me on this journey. All they know is the construction world and investment world, and their whole life they've just been surrounded by it. But just to know that they can look up to me as a mentor, I guess, which is just priceless for me. I just got announced, which I wanted to surprise you with, and I brought it. I was announced to be one of the fewest female builders in Metropolitan magazine. So I am featuring in the Metropolitan Builders magazine as one of the fewest female luxury builders out there. So I was like in tears when I got the call.
So if you had keys, tips, and strategies for your success, what would you be willing to share with somebody?
I think the main strategies I'd like to share with everyone is the fact that not only do you want to understand the investing side of things, but also the construction side of things. I feel like understanding both sides is where the true power is.
So knowing what you know now, What is the one piece of information you wish you had known when you started?
I wish I would have known that you don't need to be perfect. You don't have to have perfect conditions on starting your journey in anything, to be honest. I feel like the biggest thing for me is you learn more by doing than waiting. And that would be my go-to.
So thinking about your kids joining this industry of ours, if you were to be guiding them, mentoring them, those young minds, what would be some tips and tricks that you would want to share with them?
That's a great question. I would want to share with them to learn your numbers, really understand how to underwrite deals, learn the creative financing part of it, and most importantly, I would say building relationships with others and really understanding what the field that you're going to embark on, getting in the rooms and networking with others and really understanding the dynamic of building a relationship and how that can lead to more opportunities.
So I think we have one of the most interesting stories on relationships with working with Patten. We reconnected with networking, but went to high school together and
yes,
re-met after X number of years. And tell me what it was like after all this time to start working with us and your thoughts and impressions.
So working with Patten has been incredible. Not only the relationships here, but the fact that they were able to execute on very strategic deals that require creativity and allowing the process to be super smooth from start to finish. And most importantly, I feel like having an in-house attorney at Patten Title was huge for me. It also allowed the extra security and protection that we needed for a lot of our intricate deals that we closed together.
So how has my team and Patten Title been able to support you and help your transactions and deals?
So Patten has helped me with structuring some of the deals and giving me more clarity on some of the deals that we needed to execute. Patten has also helped in an amazing way to allow me to build the confidence to move forward on some of the deals that I'm out there doing. And then Miranda, she's always on call, so no matter what happens and I need a text question, I'm just sending it to her, and Miranda's go-to on the spot, always answering questions and allowing me to have the confidence out there to execute the deals.
For me, one thing that stands out about you is your partnerships and the people that you work with, and how everyone that I have been around that's worked with you respects you and admires you, and you can see it, and that shows me that you have not only a good heart but a good business sense. I like the way you come at a deal, like I want to help my seller. I don't want to gouge my seller. I want to help my seller. What's the best interest for them? While I take this home that they had a vision for and weren't able to do, and make it this beautiful, loving home for the new person to come into. And that's something that I really, truly admire about you. I think one of my favorite stories about you was I think it was the Memorial House, and you were sharing with me the library, and you were so excited that you called your brother on video so I could see it being painted live while we were in closing for another property, and just watching that transform, and you would light up talking about that property. You were so excited about the things you were doing there that it was just mesmerizing the way your face would just light up talking about it.
That was a special moment. I remember I couldn't wait to just put you on FaceTime because I knew you would love the color. And I was just like, I need to get Miranda's approval on this. What is she gonna think? But yeah, it was a special moment. That house, every property that I go into, there's a special meaning behind it. And the vision always turns out a little different for each one of them. But I guess just my passion with the design, and you noticed it, and I didn't even really notice, but I really love what I do, so. I think even after hours too. I remember coming in to sign
And being here for like 3 hours.
right after closing. No one was here, and I'm like, Miranda, I am stuck at this property. Can you wait for me? And she's like, 6 o'clock, Eileen. So I get here at 6 o'clock, everything's closed. She lets me in the back door, and we don't leave until 9:30, just talking and catching up. I'm thinking, yeah, those are the priceless moments.
What do you say to yourself every day when you're going to look at a new property and to get through the day when things are crazy and you've been up since 4 and you know you're not going to bed till 2? Tell me what your mantras are to get you through the day.
I would say don't give up and find another way. In real estate, guys, there's always another way.
I can see that for you, because I remember that one house where every time you turned a hurdle, it was like every time you turned around there was another hurdle, then another hurdle, and you managed to find your way through all of those, get through all the woods and the weeds, and come out on the other side and created a beautiful project.
You know what? I'm glad you reminded me of that, because some of these projects hit challenges and roads that I never thought I was going to nearly approach. But the fact that those challenges allowed me to feel like no matter what, I can get through things, you know? Learning lessons for me, they were challenges along the way, and I just knew that it was just only gonna allow me to do better things and bigger things for the next project. But yeah, those were hurdles that, yeah. I remember calling Miranda on that too. I'm like, can you believe this didn't happen?
A house in the middle of the city, not connected to the plumbing lines.
Yep, not connected to the plumbing lines, not connected to the sewers. So you flush the toilet, it goes in your backyard. It's 101. But I feel like no matter those challenges right there, when at the end of the product, when we finished the product and we took it to the finish line, I just felt like
that much more proud of yourself and accomplished. Like,
yes, this is a masterpiece. Like, how in the world did this vision and all these late nights and early mornings that people don't really talk about, but there's just, it looks nice and smooth through my content, but behind the scenes, it is grit, hard work, tears, sweat, long hours, late nights. But at the end of the day, the product just turns out more than exceeds my own expectations, to be honest.
So tell me about what's next. I know you have a want to accomplish sometime this summer. So tell me about that, and then what's next after that.
So I see myself as becoming a developer in luxury new construction. I think that's something I've always wanted since I was a little girl. I feel like that's going to be my next big step. I have recently been vetted and approved for the Greater Houston Builders Association, along with Texas Association and National Association. So I'm building relationships through them and hoping that I'm the next real estate female developer out there.
So you're a very busy lady, and I really appreciate you coming in to sit down with me and tell us a little bit about your story and sharing that with us. And it means a lot for me.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to me too. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for allowing me to be the spotlight interview. And I look forward to doing many more deals together.